Welcome to the video review of Transformers Generations Darkmount. First off, I'd like to apologize for my voice. I am just getting over it being completely and utterly gone. But people don't like it when I do reviews any other way, so I'm doing it this way. As you can see, Darkmount is a half-track artillery vehicle, and to be honest, this guy isn't really that big. To give you an idea of the size, here is Generations Bumblebee. It's just a hair bigger or longer in vehicle mode, and quite honestly, a little bit smaller height-wise. But I do actually like this mode. I really do enjoy it. It is a nice mode. It just looks really impressive. On the side here, you've got a little missile pack. And up here you've got a machine gun and a chaff launcher, or a anti-missile defense thingy, or a grenade launcher, or whatever the hell you want to call it. In this mode, he does have a nice bit of articulation. The barrel of the gun can raise to about 45 degrees. Actually, I'd call that more about 30 to 35. And the turret does rotate a full 360 degrees. So, in this mode, he is absolutely fantastic looking. It does look a little weird, it looks like there's a little bit of a curve to the front of the vehicle. That's just because of the way the transformation works. There's nothing I can do about that. But, like I said, this is a very, very nice vehicle mode. There is a triple changer feature to this guy. He has what is called a battle station mode, which I will show you now. First thing we're going to do is come back here and split the tracks in half, then raise the turret up all the way, flip these out as far as you can, and then that will allow you to split the tracks out as far as you can. Then we come in here, turn the robot fists down, point the whole thing towards the ground, kind of stand it up like this. Okay, or, I could just be failing miserably. Oh, come on. Yeah, can you tell that this is just kind of dumb? Oh, these panels pop off with they just pop off very easily, but that's kind of a good thing. Alright, there we go. Let me fold these out. Now, this thing is supposed to be like a battle station where a figure can walk up behind and grab onto these, but I don't really own many figures that can do that. Actually, if you give me a second, I will show you. I can't do it with many figures, but if you've got a Scout class figure, it should work. Yeah, I know, I've got an Autobot holding a Decepticon cannon. Deal with it. That's not so bad, but I'm sorry, this is not a mode. This is a designer having fun with the toy and just going, oh hey look, I've got a mode. I'm sorry, that's just stupid. This isn't what you could call a mode. This is just a fan-made mode. It's not. So I've returned Darkmount back to his original vehicle mode, and we're going to do the transformation now. And the transformation is pretty complex, but it's actually very, very satisfying. To start with, we're going to do pretty much the same thing as we were for the stupid mode, battle station mode. And as soon as we open up the back, we're going to take the whole turret system and fold it down like this. Come under here, flip that out, and then attach that part to this little peg right there, or that little hole right there. So next we're going to come here and just fiddle with this stuff until we get the arm swinging out, and then Then we can put the backpack. Now you can either display the backpack down like that, or I prefer have it like this. The tread's just pointing flush. So, or you could, just pop it off the ball joint and be done with it. Actually, that's pretty much the best way to go about it. So, we have the backpack like that, all lined up. We can come in here, open that front part, and flip out the head, and then just close that up. So we've got the arms where they need to be. We've got the upper torso. The lower torso is actually really interesting. You fold these out, and you know what? Just because of the way I did the review, this is more of an alt mode than anything else. Okay, that just looks wrong. One thing I did screw up, though, is when you do it this way, you actually prevent from doing the transformation any farther. So we need to unhook that part just enough so that we can come under here and flip out these doors that are at the bottom of the turret. When you do that, you could pull out you could pull out the barrel, and this will transform into Darkmount's battle axe or battle pick. So once you do that, you can unfold the legs like that. Close the doors, turn that around, take this part, close it up, and now we can reattach like that. To form the feet, we flip out the top parts, and come under here and push there to fold out his heels. And position the figure and zoom out, and we are done. And here we have Darkmount. Now in this mode, this is his robot mode, obviously, and the one thing I forgot is his wheels fold in like that, giving you proper posability. And speaking of posability, he's got a good amount of it. Arms are pretty posable, legs are very posable, ankles are very posable. Now the first thing you might think is that these are really, really loose. No, they're not. Not on my figure. They're nice. They're not as tight as I'd like them to be, but they're tight enough so that you can pretty much get any pose you want. The other thing that's really nice is the figure's face. It is very, very G1. I just wish he kind of had a mouth, but oh well. Unfortunately, he does not have any light piping. It looks like they were going to put light piping in, but decided against it. But he looks great. I think he looks phenomenal. So, this guy can hold his battle axe in either arm. Doesn't matter. And he can actually hold the battle axe with both hands. And there goes one of my lights. And he is plenty posable. The weapons you could deploy or just keep them out of the way, whatever you want to do on the leg. But I absolutely love this guy. I mean, the Generations line is constantly bringing up great figures and great ideas, and these guys are just awesome. The one big problem with this figure is he is top heavy. Because of the backpack, he is top heavy. There's no getting around that. But you know what? I don't really care. This figure is great. It belongs in your collection. The transformation is complex but highly satisfying. And he just looks awesome. Yeah, there are a few little nagging problems, like no Optimus really hates these feet, but I adore this figure. I think it's great, and I think it belongs in your collection. And you know what? Next to Megatron, he looks pretty badass.